97% of people search online for local businesses. 81% of customers in India research businesses online before making purchases. Websites are now essential for growth and credibility and competitiveness. Even small businesses can't afford to be invisible online anymore. In this video, I will show you the practical benefits of having a website and how to get started. Your competitors might already be online. Let's help you find your customers before your competitors do. So are you ready? Let's go. In this day and age of digital, most of your customers are actually browsing online. They are on their mobile phones, they are on their laptops. Now, in order for you to reach them, you have to make sure that you're present on those platforms. Most of the people today, whenever they want something or they're looking for some solution or product or service, they'll go online, they'll go on Google and search for it. If your website is actually listed online and it's visible to the customers through Google search, you would be easily found. Your competitor might already be online and you are actually losing out on a big opportunity here. Now, why should you have a website? Having a website, it's like a confirmation that you are a trusted business. When a customer sees your website, the customer will go through your past history and the customer will understand who you are as a business. Customer might be able to read feedbacks or reviews of other customers who have purchased your services or products in the past. And all of this helps build trust. And trust is most important in business. Won't you agree? So this is a very important factor. Having a proper business website actually builds trust and conveys to the customer that you are a genuine business. It's like your business card, right? Whenever you meet somebody, you give them your business card. So it's the same thing. Here the customer is looking for you and they find your website and they can get all the details about you. Now, the other important thing is that having a website makes your business available to your customer 24/7. That means no matter what time of the day it is, no matter if it is a weekend or a weekday, you might be sleeping or you might be traveling somewhere, but your website is always available. Your customer would be interacting with your business through your website, and you don't even have to be physically present there. You as a business owner or a small business owner can only service X number of customers at a time, maybe 1, 2, or 3, right? But when it comes to your website, you can actually handle multiple customers in parallel. Maybe hundreds or thousands of customers could be interacting with your website. They could be buying your products. They could be interacting with the chatbot on your website to get information about your business. They could be buying your services. So this all is possible through having a digital presence. Having a website makes it possible for you to scale your business, right? Now, if you are a local business, your reach is mostly limited to maybe the area in which you are. It could be at max be limited to the city, but if you are an online business, you can reach customers around the world. You are not limited by your physical location anymore. So that's a huge opportunity available for your business, right? And you should actually go and target it. Now, having an online business also helps you reach your prospective customers in a cost-effective manner. Why do I say that? In olden days, when we were small, when we were kids, we used to see a lot of ads on TVs, newspapers, radios, or even those big banners or posters, right? But these are not very economical ways of marketing, and they might not even be targeting the right customer for you. They are just random bombarding everyone, right? Whereas now, if you have an online business, if you have a website, you can actually do very, very targeted advertising at fraction of the cost. A TV ad might cost you lakhs or crores, and you can actually do a very cheap online digital marketing by spending few thousands every month and get many more customers as compared to spending money on a TV ad or a radio ad, right? So it's a very cost-effective way of reaching your customers and scaling your business. Now, another huge advantage of having a website is that when you have a website, you integrate it with a lot of analytical tools. And what these tools do is that they help you track who are the customers who land on your website, where all are they clicking, what are they interested in, what are the interactions that they are doing with your website. And you can collect all this data and you can actually improve the service that you're offering to your customers. You will get to understand your customer much better. Now, this is no secret. Having an online business actually enables you to grow your revenue because of all the reasons that I told you earlier, and also because now you have a way to monetize your customers. You can have an online e-commerce platform where the customers can come and buy your product, and you can just ship it to them anywhere in India or abroad. You can have a service business where customers can come on your website and they can contact you through a contact form or book your service directly from your website. So you're not only getting access to hundreds or thousands or millions of customers who are available online, you're also able to convert them and monetize them into paying customers. So this is a huge advantage that an online business gives you. Now, one main factor that we need to keep in mind is that as more and more people are coming online, we see that a majority of them are actually browsing internet on their mobile phones. Why is that? Because mobile phone is something that everybody has. Not everyone might be having a laptop or a desktop, but mobile phone is everywhere. And with the advent of Jio and cheap mobile data, now everybody browses internet through their mobile phone. So it's but obvious that people look for businesses or do their searches through their mobile phones. And so when you have an online presence or a website, you have to make sure that it is built mobile first, and it should be loading very fast. Because if your mobile website is slow, the customers would just move on. People are impatient nowadays. So keep that in mind. Now, another advantage that having an online business gives you is that you can do search engine optimization of your business. The first thing that anybody does when they're looking for a service or a product or any solution, they go to Google and they search for that particular thing. Search engine optimization helps you optimize your business's profile or website on a search engine. What is a search engine? It's Google, it's Yahoo, it's Bing. So having an online website or a business enables you to optimize your website so that it is visible on the first or the second page of Google. And if it is visible there, anybody who's looking for a particular solution, product or service would be able to see your business. Now, coming to India, we all know that India is a huge data consuming market. There are like 806 million internet users in India, 491 million social media users, and 76.6% of our total internet users are accessing internet on mobile phones. These are all huge numbers. This means that there is a huge opportunity available here. And if you're not having an online business or a website, you are losing out on this opportunity. What are the India-specific opportunities? Now, India has massive audience, as you could see in the previous slide, around 806 million internet users. I can understand that there are already a lot of businesses which have their websites. Your competitor might also be having their websites, but a lot of them are targeting cities. But there is also a huge opportunity of customers who have just come online, and these customers are from rural India. They are from tier 2 and tier 3 cities, and these customers are still available for you. So you should actually build a website and then try to reach out to these customers and convert them to your paid loyal customers. Now, the competitive edge in India, like I told you in the previous slide, huge digital audience, a huge scope of digital marketing here, and a lot of businesses still don't have website. So which means your competitor also might not be having their own websites. So why don't you hurry up, build your website and start capturing this market? Now, there are a lot of doubts that entrepreneurs or business owners have, especially traditional business owners. They feel that I'm not a tech savvy person. If I want a website for my business, I'll have to hire somebody to build it. Now, I can understand this concern. You might also feel that if I hire somebody, a developer or an agency, it might be too expensive for me. And I even don't have time to chase that agency or a freelancer to build that website. I don't even have enough time to manage my own business. How do I do this? Now, believe me when I tell you this, building a website was never as easy as it is now in 2025. There are so many options available. There are platforms like WordPress, Shopify, and even a lot of no-code apps and platforms that help you build your website. Within an hour, you would be live. Your business would be online and you would be able to capture the entire market that I showed you just now. And it's not even expensive. Platforms like WordPress are as good as no cost. Platforms like Shopify actually make things very convenient for you. Another platform like Wix, a very low cost, few hundred rupees per month is nothing for getting access to such a huge opportunity. So don't be bogged down by these worries. I will take you through this entire journey that I'm going to start from here, where I will teach you how to build your own website at very low cost. Believe me, you would thank me for it. Now, just to give an overview, how do you get started for building a website? Now, there are a few things that are important to keep in mind. A website is basically like your shop. And just like your shop has a name, your website will have a domain name. So if your business is ABC Kirana, you should try and get a domain name which is like abckirana.com or abckirana.in. Now this is the domain that people will type to reach your website. Now the next step after you have a domain is to choose the platform on which you will build your website. It could be WordPress, Wix or Shopify. I will teach you how to build a website using WordPress and at a later stage with Wix and Shopify also. So just follow along and you would be easily able to build your website. The third step is, once you have chosen your platform, you have your domain name, you have to gather content that you would put on your website. This content would be able to attract your prospective customers, and it would also guide them about who you are, what is your team, what do you do, and what are the services or products that you offer, or how they can contact you. So all this information is required to build a website. Now, while building a website, you need to keep in mind that you don't have to build a rocket on day one. You start with something simple, build a cycle. Just build a simple website. Put your basic offerings there. Start marketing that website. Use analytics to measure the performance. Find out what customers are looking for, what customers are doing on your website. What feedback are they giving you? Now, based on that, you expand the features of your website. It is a step-by-step process. You don't have to do everything on day one. And gradually, you will build a very solid website. I hope this introduction to why a business needs a website in 2025 would have helped you understand the need of an online presence for your business. It would have helped you overcome the challenges or the worries that you have in your mind. Don't worry. Building an online presence is not difficult, and I will teach you how to do it. You can access all the tools and websites that I have mentioned in this video from the links in the description as well as the presentation. So please feel free to download and access them at your convenience. I hope I was able to give you some value. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Have a nice day.